Welcome to Medicine Buddha meditation on the last day of February, February 28th. I'd like to, before we start our meditation, just share a couple of thoughts about a very profound and very important part of Buddhist doctrine. It's called dependent origination. Dependent origination and dependent origination is presented in different forms by different teachers. Um, and it's a very deep topic, and oftentimes, it can be presented in a way that kind of creates more confusion than than it alleviates, creates more confusion than it does understanding. Dependent origination, I know that most people understand karma, actions and effects, causes and effects. Dependent origination deals more with conditions. There are causes, there are effects, but there are also conditions. The classic gardening agriculture example is the planting of a seed. The seed is the cause, and if it's a corn seed, it's the cause of a future corn plant. What doesn't get as much attention are the conditions that are involved: moisture in the soil, nutrients in the soil, sunlight, and so forth. And that is what dependent origination refers to primarily, are the conditions that are involved. And those conditions themselves have conditions. There is moisture in the soil because of rainfall. And there are conditions, atmospheric conditions, that bring about the rainfall. And there are conditions that bring about the atmospheric conditions. There is sunlight. There are physical causes for sunlight shining down on this planet. And there are conditions that enable sunlight, and conditions that those on and on it goes. Ultimately, what dependent origination says is that everything, everything in the world is a condition for every ripened effect that occurs. We can't find anything that is not a condition for something ripening in the form of a fully ripened effect. Why does that matter? For me, it is a bomb-proof, watertight path to accepting what is, to patient acceptance, accepting what is, when we recognize that everything in the universe is a condition for what is ripening in this moment, in addition to the substantial cause, right? Everything, all of the conditions assembled to create this moment. Thus, there is no way that the situation could be any different than what it is. If every condition assembled to create this moment, there's no way it could be other than what it is. It's just absolutely impossible. And I found it to be a very effective, very powerful means for actually living acceptance, accepting what is, this recognition of the truth of dependent origination. Doesn't have anything to do with our medicine, but well, it does. It has everything to do with the Medicine Buddha meditation that we're going to do. But in terms of the actual practice, I'm not going to refer to dependent origination. That was just something that was in my field this morning, and I wanted to share with you all. So without further ado, why don't we settle into a comfortable meditation posture? Please give yourself permission to settle, to ground on down like a mountain. Silently observing. No judgment, no labeling, no comparing, no expectation. Please bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And I'd like you to allow at once all of the tiny muscles and nerves that support your scalp to become loose and completely relaxed. Please allow the tiny muscles and nerves across your forehead, the tiny muscles that support your eyebrows, and all of the muscles in your face to become soft and completely relaxed. Your facial muscles become so soft and relaxed that it might feel as though the pores of your skin are opening up now. Your mind starts to relax as your body is starting to relax. And for the remainder of our meditation this morning, please bring your awareness not only to the sound of the words that you hear, but also to the silent gaps in between the words and in between the sentences. Please allow the muscles in your neck and your throat to become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to settle and to rest, to become soft and relaxed. And as your shoulders settle and rest, they may start to feel a bit heavier now. And it takes and this causes them to drop down into a natural, comfortable position. There's a subtle lengthening of your neck and a subtle lengthening of your spine. Please allow the muscles in your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers to each become completely soft and completely relaxed. And your hands now might feel a bit warmer and heavier as they rest in your lap. And your mind relaxes as your body relaxes. And please continue to be aware of the silent gaps. The muscles in your chest become soft and relaxed, and your lungs are now able to perform perfectly and without effort their natural function of breathing. The muscles in your abdomen, and likewise all of the muscles in your back, all of the muscles that support your shoulder blades and your spine. Allow these muscle sets to settle and to rest, to become soft and relaxed as you drop deeper and deeper on down, and let yourself go. The muscles in your hips and your pelvic area become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. One by one, these muscle sets become completely soft and completely relaxed. The soles of your feet, even the muscles and nerves in the soles of your feet, even the tiny muscles and nerves at the tips of your toes, even your bodily fluids, even the marrow in your bones, even the cells that comprise the marrow in your bones are all resting and relaxed. Your body is a mountain with consciousness now, balanced, grounded, stable, with ancient wisdom, awareness, with ancient Zen awareness. Your mind relaxes completely now as your body is completely relaxed. And let yourself go. I would invite you now to please gently transition into meditation on the inner body. Please be the silent observer of sensations that may start in your hands and your feet in the form of a tingling, perhaps a lightness, perhaps a heaviness, perhaps a pulsation. No analysis is necessary. There's nothing to figure out. Just be the silent observer of these sensations and allow a more awakened state of awareness to emerge. In particular, please draw your awareness inside of your hands and allow your awareness to rest in your hands. As you meditate on sensations within your inner body, within your hands, you can know that you cannot tell where blood ends and bones begin. You cannot tell where bones end and cartilage begins. You cannot tell where cartilage ends and tendons begin. You can't tell where bones end and marrow begins. All of the parts of your body are interconnected with no definitive beginning or end to the parts. Thus, it could be said that there are no parts, or there is one collective part. The aspect of your hands that is most noteworthy is that the most prominent part of your hands is empty space. There is more empty space within your hands than any other part. This is empty space, space like emptiness. Form is empty, emptiness is form. For the next few moments, please just rest. Please just rest in awareness of the space, space that is as vast as limitless space within these body parts we call hands. You cannot tell where hands end and wrists begin. You can't tell where wrists end and arms begin. You can't tell where arms end and shoulders begin. You can't tell where shoulders end and chest begins, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. The most prominent feature within your body is empty space, space like emptiness, space within the parts, parts that are space. Please redirect your awareness and become aware of this space-like emptiness, extending from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers, to the soles of your feet, and all space in between. In the space before you, arising out of space-like emptiness, is living Tathagata Medicine Buddha. Medicine Buddha has a blue-colored body of light and sits cross-legged on the seat of a lotus flower. Her left hand rests in her lap with her palm facing upwards, and in the palm of her left hand she holds a bowl of healing medicine nectar. Her right hand extends over her right knee with her palm facing forward in the mudra of supreme giving. Between the thumb and index finger of her right hand, she holds the stem of a healing medicinal plant. Tathagata Medicine Buddha is the synthesis of all healing Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, present, and future. A perfectly clear visualization of the healing Buddha is not important. What is important is for you to know that she occupies the space in front of you. And from the heart of Tathagata Medicine Buddha, blessings in the form of lights and nectars descend, entering every single pore of your body, especially the crown of your head. For the next couple of moments, please just avail yourself to these blessings, much as a mountain would avail itself to rays of sunshine. With great delight, Tathagata Medicine Buddha comes to the crown of your head, positions herself such that she's facing the same direction as you, and diminishes in size to that of a grain of sand. Entering the crown of your head, she passes your crown chakra, and your body becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened body of Medicine Buddha. Descending down through the center of your body, down through your central channel, she passes your throat chakra, and your speech becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened speech of Medicine Buddha. Descending still further, easily and gently, she comes to the center of your chest, which is where your heart chakra is located. And at the center of your heart chakra is your root consciousness. Medicine Buddha absorbs into your root consciousness, and your mind becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened mind of Tathagata Medicine Buddha. Your channels, your internal energy winds, your chakras, your physical body, and your mind are all inseparably mixed with enlightened Medicine Buddha consciousness. For the next few moments, please just avail yourself to and enjoy this mixing which is known as the Yoga of Medicine Buddha. Please feel free to conjoin your practice of the Yoga of Medicine Buddha with meditation on the inner body. You cannot tell where blood ends and blessings begin. You cannot tell where Medicine Buddha begins and ordinary being ends. You cannot tell where self ends and other begins. Thus, there is no self and other. There is an absence of self and other. There is an emptiness of self and other. Herein lies your freedom. Teachings on dependent origination and wisdom realizing emptiness and non-duality are meaningless if they are not informed by compassion. Therefore, I'd like you to please bring to mind someone in your life, someone with whom you are close who is experiencing emotional suffering, physical suffering, or both. I'd like you now to please imagine that this person is seated in the space in front of you, facing you with their eyes at the level of your eyes. Compassion is a loving wish to free another from their suffering. Of all virtuous states of mind, compassion is supreme. So I'd like you now to please just rest in your heart of compassion. How wonderful it would be if this person could be completely free of that which ails them. More than anything else in the entire world, without grasping and without expectation of an outcome. I wish for this now. So powerful, pure, and unconditional is your heart of compassion that blue light rays start to radiate from your body in all directions, including into the space in front of you. This blue light touches the person who is your object of meditation and envelops them completely. As a result of your compassionate giving, there is a marked change in the appearance of the person seated in the space in front of you. So much so, it's almost difficult to recognize them. Their color is better. There is a look of deep, deep relief on their face, as though the weight of the world has been lifted from their shoulders. They enjoy inner and outer peace. They enjoy inner and outer freedom. You can know that your own peace and freedom are not separate from the peace and freedom of the person seated in the space in front of you. So for the last few moments of our meditation, please absorb into this peace and freedom, because you cannot tell where your peace and freedom ends and the peace and freedom of other begins. So just rest in this interconnected peace and freedom. Self and other disappears. Nirvana arises. All of the appearances and conceptions of an awakened mind. Now, please gently redirect your awareness once again. Become aware again of this collection of parts we've agreed to label physical body, and allow your breathing to become less shallow. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of physical body. Become aware again of your surroundings inside the room that you're occupying. Deeper and deeper breaths, becoming aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of clouds, of blue sky beyond the clouds, of outer space beyond the blue sky, acknowledging that we can't tell where one ends and the next begins. We dedicate all of the merit from this morning's meditation to world peace. May all beings without exception soon come to awaken from these confused notions of self and other, me and mine, mine and not yours, ours and not theirs. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Zoomers. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Teta.
Hi, Tetta.